Hello, we're back and welcome back to our channel, and this is our autumn update. It's something I've just decided would be a good idea that we should do, and we're going to do it now, probably once a quarter, just to give you an idea of what we've been doing for the last few months and what's coming up in the next few months. So we are in August still? Yeah, we're just at the end of August, and we've had quite a busy, productive year so far, haven't we?
We have.
What did we start it off with?
We started on a Norwegian fjords cruise in April.
In April. We booked this last year. No, sorry. We booked this the year before. When did we book that cruise then, Sue?
2021.
Yeah, we've had it booked quite a while, and it was quite a special one for us because although we've been to the Norwegian fjords before, on this occasion, we were taking my brother and sister-in-law, Jeff and Lisa, and it was their first cruise, and we were very, very excited to be taking them.
We were really looking forward to them having the experience of a cruise.
Yeah, and we were had a little bit of trepidation, didn't we? Because if it all went drastically wrong, it was going to be our fault. So we were hoping that they loved it. As it turned out, we think they did, but we're going to let them tell you in another video later on. So we went around the fjords. It was April. Even though it was quite late in April, it snowed a lot and we got very cold, if I remember right. It was very cold. If you haven't seen any of those videos, then pop down on our playlist and look for Rob and Sue on Iona, because we went on the P&O Iona around the fjords, and you'll see all the exciting adventures there. And it was our first time on Iona, wasn't it? So it was actually a bit new to us as well, and we really enjoyed that cruise.
Oh, really enjoyed it.
Would we go on the Iona again?
Yes, no.
Absolutely. After that, we had booked a week for a holiday for my birthday, but not selected anywhere to go, had we? And we were toying with the idea of having
a log cabin.
Yeah, and then we also trip in London.
Yes, and also all-inclusive holiday.
Yeah, we thought might get a late availability. When we started looking around at the prices, they were shocking, weren't they? I mean, ridiculous prices for some of these things. And then we came across a cruise with M&M's. We came across a cruise with MSC, and we ended up going around Spain and France on the MSC Virtuosa. And that was nice because it was totally unexpected, totally unplanned. We don't normally do last minute, do we? We normally just plan things out to death. So this was quite novel for us. And yet again, I think we can say, even though it had a few teething problems, I think it was a very nice cruise experience.
It was lovely. It was just what we needed.
Yeah, and we can wholeheartedly say that we will have a look at MSC again. Don't know if we'll check Virtuosa out or we might try one of the other ships, but we'll definitely be going back to see MSC if they maintain their pricing levels, certainly at what they were. I've noticed they've started creeping up a little bit for next year. Again, if you've not seen those videos, check down in the playlist and you will see there's Rob and Sue on Virtuosa. On top of that, they're the main holidays we've done so far. We also tend to like to squeeze in a few weekends and stuff. So far we've had your birthday trip to Newcastle, which is also on the videos. We've had our, what seems to be now, it was an annual family trip out, but it's getting quite regular now, isn't it? We've been to Alton Towers, which is coming up in the future videos. We've been to Legoland, which is just appearing now on the channel. Have we been anywhere else this year?
We went to Gloucester and Cheltenham.
Oh yes, we've been to Gloucester and Cheltenham. I don't know if we've done any videos on that yet.
We've also been a weekend cruise shopping at Cheshire Oaks and the Trafford Centre.
Yeah, we went there just before, a month before, didn't we?
Yeah.
With Lisa and Jeff. Had a really nice time there. So that's what we've been doing so far, and all those videos are all either on the channel now or will be appearing in the next couple of weeks. Coming up for the rest of the year, we've got a couple of things already planned, and then we've got one or two things in the pipeline. Thank you. And we've got one or two ideas for next year, but we're leaving that until the end of the year before we start telling you what's in the pipeline. What we can tell you for now is that we have a week in Caister Lakes, in just outside Market Rasen, which is a lodge on a lovely little fishing lake. My brother, by absolute coincidence, has had a week there and said it's absolutely fantastic fishing. Weekend was it? I stand corrected. And he said it was absolutely brilliant, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. If you have a look through the channels, you'll see that we do occasionally a bit of fishing. It's normally once a year. I'm not a regular fisherman, but I do like to go and have a little go at it once a year. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, and that's coming up in the next month. And then we've got the big event that you've been basically waiting for since forever. You may recall that I did a sneaky little trip for Sue for her birthday to Las Vegas, a place that you've always wanted to go to. And I managed to hide it from her, and not from just her, but the whole of the family and everybody at work. In fact, everybody I know, I hid it from everybody because I didn't want to get wind of it. And you didn't know we were going until we actually arrived at the gate for the flight. And if you haven't seen that, then those 2 videos of your first trip to Las Vegas are on the channel, and that's worth a look. It's a bit of maybe a trek to get into for the first few minutes, because it's really describing how I managed to keep it a secret, because I really thought I was quite impressed with that, to be honest. What's happening this year?
We're going back,
Yeah.
but this year I know I'm going.
So we're making the most
there's lots of plans this year.
You do it. That's the only thing with pulling secrets. Sometimes you can't get everything in that you would necessarily want, but you've got a few plans, haven't you? And we're not going to reveal all the plans to you now, but we are spending 6 nights, I believe, 6 nights, 7 days in Vegas in the coming months, which I hope you'll tune in and watch.
Let's see what we get up to.
Absolutely. And we're planning loads, so that should be well worth a visit. Now, one thing we will be talking about in future videos is, you may have spotted that Sue is now being pushed around like a Egyptian goddess in a little wheelchair. That's something that's happened over the last year. We'll be explaining that in more detail. But one thing that we will be doing in maybe a few more of these videos is just touching on the accessibility side of things, because that's something now, of course, which is closely to your heart, isn't it?
It's something you really have to look into.
Yeah, it's something that until you're actually in that position, you don't really pay much attention to it. But now that we're finding that things aren't all as you might expect. So we're not going to be overloading our videos with everything accessible and disabled, but we will be featuring that, because we have had some nice comments back from some of our viewers who have said it's nice to see that you're discussing this, because we also use wheelchairs and we have the same sort of thoughts. Talking about comments, I just want to say we have had the most fantastic time on YouTube this year. We started it a couple of years ago just for the fun of it, somewhere to post our holiday videos, because what we did in the lockdown to sort of while away some of the time is I converted a lot of my old VHS videos onto digital, and we didn't have anywhere to put them, and we ended up opening a YouTube channel up just to do that. It was really only for the family. But when we've decided to make a few of them public, they really took off, and this year has been spectacular. So I just wanted to thank everybody for that. But what I do love and I really enjoy is all the comments that we get, and all the questions, and all the people asking tips, or even better, when they come along and give us tips and say, oh, you need to try this, or you should try that, or next time you go do this. I absolutely love that. So please keep them coming. We do answer every question, query and comment that appears on the channel. So we love it when you do that. Please keep it coming. And if Samantha's there, I know you're on the Iona at the moment. You've been watching all of our channels. So hoping you have a nice time. What's coming up at the end of the year? That's it then, isn't it, for this year so far? Oh, we've got a trip to Portsmouth, unexpected.
Yes, we're going to Chessington for our grandson's birthday weekend.
Oh yes, an overnight stay. What is going off here? We've got so many air fresheners going off at the moment. I've got an overnight stay in Chessington Zoo. You're going in the lion enclosure, I think, and I'm staying with the monkeys. That will be interesting. We've never done that before, so we'll be reporting back on that and telling you whether it's worth the money. It's quite an expensive beast, hotel-wise, so we'll see if actually it lives up to expectations. We've got my old work colleague from Malaysia is over at the moment, staying with his son, down in Portsmouth for quite a long time actually, and he's come over for a long visit with his wife. We haven't seen them for like 10 years, so we're arranging to go down and see them down in Portsmouth, and we'll be having the day in Portsmouth on his own probably the day after, so we'll be reporting on that. And I'm sure before the end of the year we'll have squeezed something else in, won't we? Because we do like our weekends away, and I'm sure there'll be a shopping trip somewhere along the line.
Oh, yes.
So stay tuned, there's lots coming up. We've got stuff already planned for next year, but I'm leaving that for another update when we get closer to it, and we've got a few more plans in place. We've got stuff already planned for 2025, but again, we'll keep that just under our hats for now until we're ready to reveal all. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you'll come back soon. As I say every time now, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means an absolute world to us when you do that. It just proves that it's worth doing what we're doing at the moment. Feeling very silly sat on the sofa talking to the phone for some reason. You're getting better at it, aren't you? Because you didn't use to smile at all. So we'll get there eventually. We'll never be professional. I don't think we'll ever get 1 million viewers, will we? But you know, we keep trying. Thanks anyway, and look forward to seeing you next time. Until then,
Take care.
see you later. Bye.